Recently, a lot of students has been asking me on LinkedIn that, sir, is doing a CFA enough to get an equity research job, or doing a finance qualification enough to break into equity research? Now, this question is undoubtedly genuine. The reason being that equity research offers you one of the best possible compensation, at the same time career advancement opportunities, right? Who would not want to research on a company and at the same time generate great returns and aspire to even open up his or her own fund, right? But breaking into a cutthroat job like an equity research requires more than just your certification. A certification, even the likes of the top-notch ones like a CFA, is enough to get you to the interview table. That's maybe 60-70% of the job. But will you be able to convert that interview? Will you be able to actually demonstrate that you have the practical skills into that particular interview to the interviewer? Because believe me, if you have a CFA, so does everybody else, right? Everybody else has the qualification. Maybe you are ahead of maybe thousands, 10,000s of people out there, but still there are more people with a CFA qualification as well, right? There in the interview table, the interviewer is not looking at your resume and looking at the CFA and thinking, okay, this guy knows CFA, he knows everything theoretically. The interviewer is actually trying to understand whether you have basic understanding of the business model of a company. Do you know how does the business make money? Can you evaluate the business model? Can you articulate your entire thesis about a company? Can you handle complex data? Can you read an annual report? Can you make a baseline financial model? Can you do projections? If there is a very complicated case about a company that comes in, or if there is a major complication like, say for example, the Ind AS 116 treatment, will you be able to handle it, model it, do a scenario analysis around it, right? And you have to convey that entire aspect within just maybe 15 to 20 minutes. You have to showcase to the interviewer, you have to clearly articulate your thoughts as in how would you go about the same. That is where the game changes. Even though we talk about equity research offering great deal of compensation, but the ones who actually go to the higher end, the northwards of that compensation, are not the ones with a resume line, right? They are the ones who have demonstrated a particular proof, they have a precedence, they have a model built in, they have analyzed a particular sector, they have a process to go deep dive and actually be able to communicate their thesis. What is expected by the market? What are our variant perceptions? What would be the catalyst? What happens if things go south? Every single thing is repeatable, transferable. That is exactly what the interviewer is looking into. Do you have a structure for a thought process? Nobody is asking you to become a master from day one, but do you have the zeal, or do you have the passion or the structure or the system to follow and be a master? That person becomes an asset and that person gets hired every single day. This is the core reason as to why we have created the analyst stack. The analyst stack covers definitely the very basics of Excel, goes deep dive into how to even read a particular report. Do you read a 500-page annual report, or do you have other hacks or other ways in order to distill that information and get into the key drivers fast? Can you build a financial model? Do you know how to generate an idea? Do you have mental models of investing? Can you go deep dive? Do you have business model checklist? And we cover all the 15 plus sector primers, as in what exactly is the winning game in a particular sector. For example, if we talk about the airline, winning game can be to be a low-cost producer. If we talk about FMCG, maybe branding is the thing we are looking at, right? So sectoral deep dive, sectoral primers is exactly what we are looking at. And obviously, we are enriching the entire thing on how to use AI, artificial intelligence, in today's day and age to make the process more coherent and efficient. So my suggestion would be, don't just collect certificates. Build your proof of work, build your precedence that makes you job ready and gets you hired at day zero.